Hi guys, this is General Sunshine Talk. How you guys doing today? So today things are not really moving well because of our Bitcoin that is down, and begin to have second thoughts as to whether you should sell your Bitcoin or you shouldn't sell your Bitcoin or should keep your Bitcoin. These are some really hard questions and hard decisions to make, especially at times like this where you thought your Bitcoin was going to go up to $100,000 and it has not done so. Well, I want you to stay positive, knowing that good things are coming for Bitcoin. I want you to stay positive. Last week, the president of El Salvador announced that they were going to make Bitcoin or cryptocurrency as their currency. So following that news, a lot of not so pretty things have also happened. Bad news as to, for example, the people that were blackmailing the pipeline in Massachusetts or in the East Coast, that they were paid with Bitcoin, and news came out that the FBI have recovered some of the money. And at the end of the day, we wonder, how did they recover the money? We don't know, but apparently they said they had access to the key. Based on how Bitcoin or the blockchain is built, nobody can have access to anybody's key except it is given to them or is handed over. So I don't want anybody to panic thinking that anybody or even the FBI have access to their private keys, because it's impossible for them to. But if the FBI wanted to have access to somebody's keys simply because they've committed a crime, I'm sure that they can get a court order to do that. I'm sure they could be granted a court order to obtain that information from however they want to obtain. Maybe summon them or confiscate their hardware, like their computers, and or even make them provide those keys if necessary, if they are caught. But to say the FBI can go through some back door and investigate and obtain somebody's private key, I think it's impossible based on the way blockchain has been built. So I don't want anybody to panic about their Bitcoin or panic about their crypto that they're holding. I think that Bitcoin has gone too far now for the government or anybody to stop it. Because if you stop in one country, another country is going to continue with it. And if you stop in one country, people are going to move to the country where Bitcoin is acceptable. So at the end of the day, the biggest thing they could do is regulate Bitcoin. And are we going to be afraid of regulations? I don't think we should be afraid of regulations, because regulations are normal things that the government does to make sure that everybody is doing the right thing. So I don't want people to think that when they're going to regulate, because they say they will regulate Bitcoin, then it's going to be a bad thing. I think it will be a good thing for Bitcoin to have some kind of regulations. Because once it's regulated, as well as all of us can benefit from some of those regulations, so nobody's cheating anybody else. But I can tell you that it will be a good thing for the economy too, because would be a good thing because it's deflationary. And if the government wants to come up with some kind of currency that is going to be like Bitcoin, I think that will be okay, because then a lot of things will not be so centralized. A lot of things will be decentralized, and we, or the population, will at least have some kind of control over their own money, over their own whatever assets that they have, without having to worry about somebody having all the power over our money in their hands.